All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the D-Pad. My name is Jeff. It is Wednesday, and we are finally back to Wednesday night streams. My hair looks a mess, and I'm only 80% ready for this, but that generally means that it's going to be a good stream based on my previous experience. So I don't want to belabor the intro too much, but first I'll say hi to people in chat. I saw Pacifisto, an evil hippie, chimed in. All right, cool. Everything is working properly. I know, right? The vacation was very selfish of me. All right, we got Epic Toe, we got Pacifisto, we got That Was a Demo. Thank you all for tuning in to this kind of strange and unique game. I have the emulation paused for a moment because you got to watch like the whole intro cutscene to get a good sense of the game. And if you hear crackling, I'm pretty sure that is not even emulator specific. Like you heard it, this is a YouTube video recording of one of the songs. This game was not originally meant for the Super Nintendo. I think I said it in an episode where I was talking about Inindo at some point. But basically, Inindo, Way of the Ninja, is a it was a MSX2, I think, and like PC 8801, I believe, game originally, which will become very obvious when you see the graphics. This is a Koei game. It had moderate success on the PC, and people who really appreciated the like RPG and tactical genre loved it, to the point where it ended up getting a remake for the SNES. I never knew that there was actually apparently a Windows 98 version of this and an MS-DOS version, but only in Chinese for some reason. But you'll start to see a lot of the old artifacts of how this was not a, native Super Nintendo game before it was ported over. The kind of personal historical background to this is that, Dave and I, when we were little, we had an SNES, and we were big-time RPG fans. Got all kinds of different ones, wanted to try out everything that was on offer. And I don't know, I want to say that we either stole the copy from Blockbuster or bought it from them after renting it. Like, we were the only ones who rented it, and nobody ever had another saved game on the copy. And eventually Blockbuster will sell not popular games to you. So I'm pretty sure we ended up buying it from Blockbuster. But yeah, Inindo, Way of the Ninja. I believe in Japan, the original title was, yes, Inindo Dato Nobunaga. Path of the Aiga Ninja, Overthrow Nobunaga. So a little more accurate to the actual nature of the game. Oh, my mic's a little hot, too. I'm going to turn that bad boy down. A little more accurate to the nature of the game. But just as the last little bit of backstory before we go into the game proper, this game takes place in the Warring States period in Japan. Previous to the years in which this game takes place. Hey, thank you very much, Monster Envy. 31-month subscription. That's awesome. That is awesome and much appreciated. Previous to the years in which this game takes place, there were many disparate states in Japan. I'm going to do a very terrible butchered job of compressing this all into one very small statement, but basically at a certain point, Oda Nobunaga rose amongst the other warlords as a dominant force, and he was very much on his way to possibly uniting Japan under one single controller for the first time in, I believe, what would have been hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. The history of Japan is accurate in this game up until kind of the moment that we start, but this game was part of Koei's Recoition series, Rekoeition, which is a portmanteau apparently between Koei and Recreation, or Koei and Recreation. I don't know how you care to say it. But yeah, it's they're sim games, and this is the third in the line of sort of games that they made in this series. The rest of them are much more simulation and tactics based. This one actually is a little light on the simulation in comparison to them, and leans much more into the RPG elements, which is a real interesting thing so far as the series goes. But anyway, found this game as a kid, loved it, played the crap out of it. I have played it again recently, so this will all not be new to me. Even like Azure Dreams, I played it much more recently than Azure Dreams. So I know what's going on. The goal here is to do a casual, fun playthrough of the game over the next couple of weeks. Just beat it casually, have fun, enjoy it. And then I'm going to be gunning for a speed run. There are only 3 entries on the Inindo Way of the Ninja speedrun board. And they range from 6 hours in 3rd place to 3 hours 40 minutes in 1st place. You know, kind of long speedrun times, but there's only 3 of them, and there's a big 3-hour window in the middle. So I'm going to be trying to get one of them trophies after we... That's very accurate, Monster Envy. Nobunaga piled the rice, Hideyoshi kneaded the dough, and Tokugawa ate the cake. Yes. Oh, I guess the YouTube thing didn't crash earlier. It just, for some reason, is an 11-minute long video with only 8 minutes of actual content. But anyway, we've heard the battle theme quite enough so far. We're going to play through this casually. Then I'm going to try to speedrun it, and hopefully nobody will be bored of it by the time we finish. Let's see. Was there anything else I wanted to mention before we begin? Mention that. Mention the speedrun stuff. Mentioned the history of the game. Yeah. The beginning of the game takes place in 1582 as the final thing. Yeah. If you like that mission, ooh baby. Or if you like that mission, I was reading the word mission. If you like that that crunchy music, prepare yourself. Aw, thank you. I hope this works 9,000. We appreciate them pennies. Every penny counts. But anyway, now that I've done my long-ass intro, like I said, we're just going to start the game. What I'm going to do now is unpause the emulation. I'm playing this on an emulator, a SNES 9X, if anyone is curious. And I'm just going to let the game intro start, and we're going to watch through the whole thing because, honestly, as a kid, it takes a little while for the game intro to get going, so I missed this whole introductory what actually happens kind of thing. So we're just going to sit there and kind of watch some of this intro stuff and then go into the game. So I will unpause the emulation. Everybody enjoy. God, it's so stylish. Young one, the army of Oda Nobunaga will arrive by sunrise. Although hopelessly outnumbered, we Aiga Ninja will resist as long as we are able. You are too young to help us. Run now to the secret village and seek training from the Elder. Oh my god, it does look like Geralt the Witcher, Geralt from The Witcher. While Nobunaga is alive, you will be hunted as an outlaw. But one day, when you are ready, you may take revenge. Secret village. Secret village. In 1581, the warlord Oda Nobunaga, fun side note, I used to call him Nobunaga. I was a dumb kid. Sent a vast army to Aiga as a part of his effort to conquer all of Japan. A small band of Aiga ninja tried to defend, but were soon overwhelmed by Nobunaga's hordes. Or Nobunaga. When it was over, all that remained was a nightmarish landscape, ravaged by flame. Nobunaga. No bread for you. Will no one avenge Nobunaga's crime? The music, making use of all 2 of the 8 channels. There is more, in case you were saying, oh, Jeff, you should press start. Momochi was wise to have sent you to me. Oh wait, this is the old guy.
Though old, I still can teach you much of the secret art of ninjutsu. Nobunaga thinks he has destroyed all the Aiga ninja. If he learns you are here, he will surely send men after you.
Scrolling really slowly.
You must be prepared. My granddaughter Rei will train alongside you. Although small, she fights with great skill. We'll begin training at once.
Pre-game montage. Go. Also, I as a quick comment, I love how cinematic this is. And kind of very essentially Japanese feeling. You know, single frames and scrolling text and, you know, the Japanese instrumentation. This tune is also a banger. Oh, look, it's Rei. She has blue hair because, you know, video game. And I have red hair because video game.
Train well, or great danger lies ahead.
This game also looks much better when viewed through a CRT. I have it in just a basic 4x scale mode, so it's all pixel perfect, just blown up a bit in terms of resolution. But it looks much better when it's kind of got the filter. Anyway, we are going to begin a new game. I'm once again using my trusty-ass Xbox 360 Rock Candy controller, which still ain't broke. We are allowed to name our character, and I think I'm gonna go... It was either gonna be Jeffrey or Jeffu. This is kind of like Jeff Fu. Kung Fu's Chinese. I'll go with Jeffrey. Ninjef. Actually, kind of like Ninjef. Ninji. Ninji. Yeah, I'll go with Ninjef. That's a good, different name. I also used Jeffrey in my last one too, so this will at least differentiate our saves. Ninjef. Is this okay? Well, I mean, I guess. But yeah, if you look at the green and the red and the blue pixels on the arrow that's next to yes and no, on a CRT, those blend much more nicely into kind of an interesting look. And I could put a CRT filter on the game, but it just, I don't know, it doesn't look as good. All right, here we go. Oh, it's the town theme. This is us. This game doesn't really have many tutorials and very few rails. So if you don't know what you're doing, there's a distinct possibility you can get your ass lost. Here is our menu. You notice the scroll speed, and when I press info, the speed at which things change. This game's menuing and input is very slow. You can buffer inputs, but there is a distinct possibility of missing stuff or getting inputs eaten and clicking on the wrong thing, which will certainly happen at some point during this game. I've played it on 1.5 speed for a while when I was just kind of screwing around with my other save, and even then it's tough to do things properly. Anyway, for anyone who is super interested in the mechanics and the stats of the game, here are the stats. I'm not going to explain them because I don't fully understand them, nor does the internet so far as I know. If anybody, no spoilers or anything like that, and I know how to play the game from this point, but if anybody is real curious, you can start looking for guides and the speedrun guide as well. And, we're going to need to try to tear this game apart for when we actually go to speedrun it. I hope this works, 9000. I think you're probably right on attack. I think that might be how much damage we do when we attack. Smart. Anyway, let's talk to some people. This game has an interesting feature where if you hit L, you go from a casual walk to kind of like a sprint, and if you hold R, you fucking motor, which is pretty nice sometimes, but it's also sometimes impossible to actually touch people if you're in super speed mode, or even in double speed mode.
Ninja, thank goodness you're here. There have been suspicious characters about. The elder is looking for you. Hurry to him.
I think before hurrying to him, I will talk to Pointy Head Child.
Good luck, Ninja.
Thanks, Pointy Haired Child. Nobunaga's thugs are on their way. Run to the village elder. Oh, God. Well, that kind of gave it away a little bit. When Nobunaga's men arrive, you won't be safe anywhere in the village. You'll notice that the tile sets in this game, this looks more like a Nintendo game than it does an SNES game, and that's because a lot of stuff was kind of cheaply made or ported over from the original MSX version. Ninja, your training has made you strong. We're counting on you to defeat Nobunaga.
Just me? What the hell?
Also, in case anybody is ever curious if there's, like, little areas in the corners of the map, like, is there anything here? No. No, there is never anything hidden anywhere that isn't obviously a treasure chest. They give you this option of search, and as a kid, I fucking just went everywhere and searched, and there's literally never anything anywhere. This is not a secret. This is not a secret. There's no secrets, so don't worry. A couple of things on the secret-y side throughout the game, but there's so much wasted potential with little tiny alcoves and areas and stuff around the game where you're like, oh, there's got to be something here, right? No, there's not. The search button is really annoying because you can just hit A and talk to people or do most things without ever pressing search. Anyway, I think it's time to talk to the Elder. Surely, this will be a normal, basic conversation.
Ninja, I've been looking for you. Nobunaga has sent elite troops against us. It's too dangerous to remain here.
Well, we probably have some time, right?
You've learned much from me, but now you must go off on your own.
Alright, so how much time are we talking? Like 15 minutes or 20 minutes or a couple hours?
Lead to the ancient dungeon just north of here where you will find a secret password. The password will gain you entry to the training grounds north of Mount Fuji, where you can learn more of the secret ninja arts.
I hope you remember that, because after this screen is over, there is no way for you to re-get that information.
Only then you can turn your thoughts towards revenge against Nobunaga.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck shit. It's Nobunaga's men. I actually have to make myself say Nobunaga. As much as you can shit on the music in this game for being kind of goofy, I will say this song entitled Danger is actually pretty fucking rad. Like, I get the point is made. There's some danger about.
Oh no, it's Nobunaga's man!
Get out of the village, Zack.
Elder, you must flee!
I'm off to the dungeon!
And then just like he told me not to, I just decided to run down and I'm like, oh, front of the village where the elite Nobunaga agents are?
Halt, it's a young Aga ninja. Let's get him.
Alright. So now we're going to learn how the battle system works. We're going to try not to die in this first battle, and I'll show off a couple of things. Got a bunch of different options here. You'll notice for no reason at all, the menu goes twice as fast when you're in battle than it does when you're out of it. Don't know why. You'll notice there's discrete places to move. These dots are the places I can move. The ninja in front of me is occupying another place. I don't have any magic. Defend defends. Item uses items. You can move and attack, but it's weaker. And when you attack, you get the option of near or far. Near is with your sword or other swinging weapon, and far is with your ranged weapon. So we'll smack this guy for a big time 1 damage. Oh god, top ninja. Uh-oh. Oh god, I can't believe I was defeated in the first battle of the fucking game. Just kidding, you're always killed. We even tried hacking it, and it doesn't matter if you defeat them, the battle just ends and you're still injured. You have to die. Classic JRPG bullshit. This is the end for you, Aga Spy. By the way, who was it? I think Monster Envy, maybe, who was saying you might know what this is about, and, since you studied the Warring States period, there you go. Honnō-ji Temple. Historically, Oda Nobunaga decided to attack Honnō-ji Temple, but then was suddenly betrayed and sort of pincered and attacked by multiple different forces.
Akechi rebelled, eh? We better go attack him at once. Leave this ninja boy for later, I guess.
Ninja Boy, also a good SNES game. So they just kind of fucking leave you.
Ninja. Can you hear me? Good, you're still alive. I can only do one final thing for you.
I was suddenly healed.
I cannot help you anymore. It is up to you alone. Nobunaga must be stopped.
And then he blinks, which you're like, oh no, he's dying. No, he isn't dying. He can just teleport. Once again, you would think, oh, maybe there's some secret up here. Maybe there's some you can get in one of these houses. Maybe this is... Nope. Nope. There's no secrets for you. You get no secrets. Also, hi, Dave. I'm glad this brings you back. Hi, Carnium. I think I saw Sea-Dude. That was a demo. Evil Hippie, a couple more people since I said hello. But hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining us on this goofy-ass Wednesday evening for a goofy-ass game. Yeah. That is basically the intro segment in Aiga. This track's not bad, in my opinion. It's not amongst the best in the game, but it's not bad. We don't have a ninja on yet. So we're told to go north to the dungeon, and that's about right here. I am going to make a couple of save states throughout this. This is our casual playthrough. I'm gonna try to accept the L's, but if something real terrible and annoying happens, I don't want to waste time because we're coming back to this for a speedrun attempt anyway. Oh, that's a good point, Carnium. Cut off the bun, the top knot, then you're in bad shape in terms of respect. Welcome to a dungeon. I'm not gonna turn the volume on the game down slightly, as it is overwhelming for me. And this track you'll be hearing for quite a while. So, now we're actually in the part of the game where we can be killed and will actually lose if we are, defeated. If any of you are wondering what a treasure chest looks like, this. It looks like this and only this, except for one other form, but we'll get there. So those things to the left and right, not treasure chests. This is a treasure chest. Got some medicine. It looks like I know where I'm going. It's because I pretty much do. Oh god, fucking 3 right away. How do I want to do this? Yeah. So 3-point star, real not good, real basic item. You'll notice that these 2 spots here are still unoccupied. The AI is weird. Sometimes it likes to fill in. Sometimes it likes to, stack up behind one, especially if you only have one character. The giant rats, which I believe somebody else said, as kids, they thought they were potatoes. Honestly, if you look at it quickly and it wasn't in this high resolution and mushed up by a CRT screen, they look like potatoes with tails. It took me years and years to realize that that's a fucking rat with its face twisted sideways, kind of like looking sideways at you, and those are teeth, the little white thingies on the side. I as a kid, I was just like, I don't know what the fuck kind of rat that is, but it's messed up. Ratatoes. I'll accept Ratatoes. This is basically how combat goes. You saw potatoes until I said rat? Excellent. All right. Then we are not crazy, Dave. That's definitely a normal thing. You'll notice we're now 3 XP away from levels. Levels are super important in this game for a couple obvious reasons because it's an RPG. But realistically, the most important element of it is that every level you get a full health and MP restore, which is like, it's huge. Good. No centipedes. We're just gonna throw our little ninja star. I'll let you all on a little secret shortly. But we're not quite there yet. Critical. Criticals in this game, I don't know how the math works, but they are like 3 to 6 times as much damage. Whoa, speed increased by 5. Power by 4, luck by 4. That's actually really fucking good rolls for the first level. Level ups are also, I believe, mathematically normalized over the course of getting the level. Let's wait a password. Not yet. But getting good numbers early on can make things a lot easier. In certain cases, early power and early speed are always really, really nice, but, you know, it's random enough that level to level, it's not, like, it all normalizes eventually. We're gonna press power speed button. Oops. Also, the power speed button does not reduce or increase encounters. It's just run really fast, and I'm like 99% sure, without any actual supporting information, the reason that there is a speed up button in this game is because it's so basic that I'm pretty sure the SNES could have run it, you know, at twice the speed with all kinds of extra shit going on, because it's a port. Because when you press this, like, everything moves, like, at double speed. It just doesn't, you know, everything goes, nothing is slow. The run versus walk one, everything kind of moves at the same spot, but yes, it also has the fun fact that if you try to attack near and nothing is near, it yells at you with green text. So you're gonna see me missing that a whole lot. Oh, giant rats. I can't get Ratatoes out of my head now. If only I was so clever as a child. Ratatoes. Getting gold, getting the XP. Oh, that was an incredibly fast random encounter. Usually for these first, you know, areas where it's just, you know, one character, basically what we'll be doing is not moving from our spot, throwing bar stuff, especially because, you know, 3-point star is not bad versus our crappy sword right now. Spray another level up. Max health 3, energy 1, defense speed 4. Awesome. Power 6. That's fucking... That's a lot, I think. They may actually be really good stat ups in comparison to previous times I've come through, but I can't prove it. Check that out. We got another medicine. Now, the reason I said I probably could have chosen a different song to play during the pre-roll for tonight's stream is because we're going to be hearing this tune a whole fucking hell of a lot. Oh yeah, that was a demo. It says the medicine was picked up, I think, is the way that it puts it. Oh, he ran away! God, waste my fucking time, Ratato. Now you might be saying to yourself, Jeffrey, Ninja, Big Daddy G, why are you just running around all over the place? Why are you just kind of, you know this game, right? Like, how come? Fucking critical hit. Okay, it's only 4. You know this game, right? Like, shouldn't you be able to find the password and get the fuck out of this dungeon real super easy? Like, we already went to the password room, right? Like, we saw it, you know, the little blue area over here next to this room. Oh, well, I'll show you in a second. We gotta fight some more Ratatoes. Power does apply with some simple-ish formula directly to attack power. Weapons... Oh, goddamn miss. You're shitting me. Weapons also have their own attack value, which is calculated with power as well. We have the Terrible Sword on currently. It's terrible, and so is the 3-point star. 15 EXP and 9 gold. 5 EXP per rat, 3 gold per rat. I thought as a kid that something must happen in here, right? Like, that's a different wall. Like, can I search it and... Is this a secret entry? No, there's nothing special. There are no secrets for you. Okay. So here is one of the most difficult battles you can have in this. Okay, good. 15. Giant centipedes early on will hit you for 3, 4, and 5 damage, and their crits, if they manage to land one, can be exceptionally painful. Finding 2 centipedes is not a fun thing. Finding a centipede and 2 rats, also not a fun thing. But thankfully, level up comes in. 5 speed, 4 power. Okay. 4 luck is good. And 2 intel, we don't really, you know. I'll explain more about classes as we go. But anyway, you're like, Jeff, that room over there, we're already here. We already found the password, right? Like, shouldn't you just take this, Shouldn't you just take that chest and we can be on our way and get the fuck out of here and stop fighting Ratatoes? Hate to break it to you all, but another thing this game does not tell you or warn you about, or anything that you would ever actually know, there are companions in this game. Yeah, Dave, I'm just getting to it. There are companions in this game, for seemingly no real reason. Companions will not join you until you are level 7. And there's a funny thing about the first actual dungeon after this one. It fucking sucks without a companion. The other fun thing about it is that we have to do this to get to level 7, because going into the next dungeon, there are world map... yeah, Dave's on it. There are world map monsters that can kill you, and the monsters in the next dungeon are bastards. So the odds are we'll be going in and out of the next dungeon, even with companions. But we got a little bit of work to do before we even get there. Come on. Realistically, what we'd like to see is 3 rats in a fight, all as close to us as they can be. We want that 15 experience and 9 gold, and we don't want to have to use more than 1 3-point star for an attack. It's just as fast as these battles can be. 2 rats is like, okay. 1 rat is annoying and slow. 1 centipede is annoying and slow. 2 centipedes isn't that bad. The 2 rats and a centipede is a little dangerous, but ultimately has pretty good EXP. There are 2 enemies in this dungeon. Rat and centipede. Das it. We don't get metal slimes. We don't get any variety aside from rat and centipede in here. What I'm gonna do, since this is obviously not the speed run part of the experience here, good, we're hitting them for full kill every attack. So I think I set it to this. Oh, nope. So we can run the game at 200. Obviously, it sounds terrible. The which basically I'm gonna mute the game after this. I just wanted to show you all. It would be great if this whole game functioned properly at 200% because you can see how the battles are just much more pleasant. But basically, we're going to just mute it for the next little portion because I will run it at probably maybe even 250% speed. Save you all, or 400 and whatever percent speed. Save you all the terrible annoyance of the crunchy audio, and we're going to try to get this grind done as quickly as possible. At this point, we're not really in any danger of getting killed. We do enough damage to stuff, and you're noticing it is not just a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 turn order. Based on your speed, and I believe there's some kind of a roll that goes along with your speed, like, flat level, you can act more often than your enemies. Certain classes that have really high speed, ouch, 5 damage from a fucking rat. Some of the classes that have really high speed are kind of nice because you get a lot of opportunities to do stuff in between turns, especially if the enemy, the enemies are particularly slow. Defense 2, speed 5, power 4, luck 3. All right, moderately good level up. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we're at 5. Can you believe that there's only 2 more levels to go? Generally, this is, it's the best way to play the game as a casual thing. It is also it's also how you start the speed run. There is no possible way to go and just get the game rolling really quickly without getting to level 7 and, then drafting in some friendos as soon as you can. Yeah. I said in my description earlier that the game is semi-linear. It provides you with a couple of barriers here and there to stop you from going where you shouldn't. But it also provides you with no barriers to stop you from going where you shouldn't, but monsters that are on the world map that will just fucking murderate you. And not only will they murderate you, if you somehow manage to defeat them, they will give you less experience and gold than these rats will. There are enemies on the world map in certain areas meant to just fuck with you and give you no reward whatsoever. There's no, early grinding with, we couldn't leave here and find better matchups on the map. This is just the best way to do it, unfortunately. So far, again, when we actually start the speed run, if there's a magical good idea or some kind of a glitch we can figure out, then that would be awesome, because this initial grind is just like, and again, I'm playing the battle at like the quad speed or something like that, so these battles at normal speed would just be like, just about 4 times the amount of time that we're spending on it right now. Ooh, 2 centipedes. Dangerous. They will start missing and, like, hitting for 1 or 2 damage as time goes on. Let me see. What else? I'm pretty sure I've said just about everything I want to say about the game before we move on to like the next section. Anyway, yeah. I was in Italy for almost 2 weeks and preparing and recovering from it for the week or 2 after and before. So if anyone was wondering why there have been no Wednesday streams for quite a while, that's pretty much it. Italy was amazing. I miss it very much in a lot of ways, but it was also really nice to come back, um, and just be home and stuff. I did so much walking. It should seem like stupid impossible and like a joke, but I actually went to Italy and like lost 2 or 3 pounds. Was eating pasta and having beer and wine every night and walking like 7 to 10 miles a day just around and looking at stuff in the city. I lost weight in Italy, which was amazing. I had zero hope that would work, but it was good. Dave, my brother, was with me, and we had an excellent time. We're with some other family, meeting some exchange students, an Italian exchange student a long, long time ago, that we've kept in touch with. She's a very close friend of ours, pretty much a family member, and the opportunity to go to Italy and have her join us as our, family members / translators / secret weapon for getting around and knowing what to do. It also doesn't hurt that she is an art restoration specialist who's worked on a bunch of these old things of antiquity in cleaning and restoring them with the original ways that they were created. So she was also, in addition to being a translator, a excellent art tour guide. Just you could walk into any museum, and in Rome there's fucking a million of them, like a crazy amount. Around every corner there's just some small building. It's like, oh yeah, we only have about $30-40 million worth of artifacts and irreplaceable paintings and sculptures, but that's it. But she somehow knew just about every single one of them. Get out of here, giant rat. Level 6. We don't even need the sword. Come on, rats, hurry up. We're so close. All we need is one more tiny bit of a level. Maybe 4 more battles, maybe 5. I know, Dave. Technically, well, so I actually have this set up, which is kind of what you'd be hearing anyway, minus the sound effect. Oh, wasting my goddamn time. So yeah, I have an extended loop of the battle theme, which is what you'd be hearing anyway, but I played it during the pre-roll, so maybe it's a little bit tired, but I promise there'll be new music once we actually leave the dungeon. At least this one has like an A and a B and a C section. The danger loop, I think, is just A section, A section, A section over and over again. Don't run away. Thank you. So see, during that turn, I actually got to act before both rats with a full attack. So that's some combination of my speed being higher from level ups and also, I believe, some kind of a dice roll in the game's mechanics to decide, who goes in what order. Don't run away, rats. I need to smush you. I don't want to be here any more than you want me to be here. We should be close. I also used to believe that there were differing encounter rates, area to area in this game, which is actually kind of true. Screen to screen, as in floor transition or map transition, there are differing sets of enemies with differing occurrences and a differing encounter rate. However, this dungeon is all just one map. So, doesn't matter where you run, doesn't matter where you are, you're going to get the same fight anyway. The speed run goes in, grabs the medicine, grabs both medicines, fights the battles as they come up, gets the password, and then basically goes next to the exit door and just kind of runs back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, looking for fights. As boring and as annoying as this is at this point in the game, it's so much better than trying to go into the next dungeon with no friends. Just to have a second person to even punch stuff or to use items on you, it's a big deal. We did it. Alright, now it is time to actually retrieve the treasure. We have to use the search button again, of course. Password is inside. Password was taken. I hope you enjoyed that sound effect, because you only get to hear it once every couple hours. And go into run mode. So yeah, at this point, we're on our way out. We'll take these fights and just try to finish them quickly because, it's faster than running. Running is really not very reliable because, again, it's a speed thing with some sort of arcane computation attached to it. I don't know how it works. I don't like to run unless I have a female Aiga Ninja in my party, because the female Aiga Ninjas are fast as fuck. They get a lot of turns to run, and their speed is very high. So when they try to run, they're much more effective. Kind of off-center here. There we go. Little extra money never hurt anyone. All right, is everyone prepared? We all prepared for actual continuation of the game? I'll turn the volume back up, because get ready. It's about to be some quick plot and then no plot. Suddenly, I came upon Nobunaga's forces. Luckily, I ducked into the high grass before they saw me. Danger song. All right, what are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Ah! My first impulse was to attack, but there were too many of his men nearby. I kind of did forget to do a save to show you what I'm talking about, but laying low and holding my breath, I waited for Nobunaga's army to pass. So, another interesting thing about this game. There is a binary randomized choice that, as far as I understand, is just a step counter thing mixed with other variables that turn over the RNG counter such that it's really tied up in a lot of stuff. Depending upon whether you're been an odd or even or whatever the hell its decision-making process is, there are two possible results when you leave the password cave right then. That was Happy Nobunaga. There is also Crispy Nobunaga. Historically, what actually killed Oda Nobunaga at the end of his reign was this attack that he staged at Honnō-ji Temple. The rebellion of Akechi Mitsuhide. Akechi Mitsuhide rebelled and attacked Nobunaga, and a couple of other people also rebelled and attacked Nobunaga, who insisted on leading his forces against Akechi. And they forced Nobunaga to commit seppuku at Honnō-ji Temple. This game is exactly similar in the story, except at Honnō-ji Temple, Oda Nobunaga does not die, no matter what, in either of the story beats. So Happy Nobunaga, he was the picture you saw where he's, looking good in his armor and everything, and, he doesn't seem to be any worse for the wear, considering he was just, betrayed and surprised by super superior forces suddenly. The other possible one is Crispy Nobunaga, where he still appears alive. But his body has been badly burnt, and he's all scarred up, and the result is still the same. I, laid low in the bush and held my breath in anger as I waited for his men to pass. Same result. The differences in the two possible story outcomes in this game won't be clear for a week or two. So we'll get back to that when we get back to it. Just know that it's not a huge deviation in this story, but such a weird thing as a kid. I thought it was based on, did you kill too many Ratatoes, or did you take too long in the thing, or whatever? No, it's just randomly chosen. Anyway, welcome to the next good tune in this game. What seems to me to be a whistle song. I think it's just called Overworld 1 or something like that. They left me a message. It says, "Good luck, Ninja." Thanks, guys. This is a gate. You'll see a bunch of them around here. There's also some geometry that, you might think, oh, I could sneak in between those, or, sneak in between these mountains. It's very square-based on the world map, so... Anyway, our first town, Issei. Welcome to the best tune in the game. I don't know what it is, but it's so essentially Japanese. And it's so... This is a town, it's a town, it's town time. It screams town for some reason. I did just make up those lyrics on the spot, and they may now have to actually be part of the lyrics. Once again, no secrets for you. There's nothing over here, there's no hidden anything. Well, except for the one instance that I'll show you later. But, yeah, so towns exist in all the throughout the game. There's a bunch of different stores and different things. We can go through the town. All kinds of people to talk to. And, most towns have similar elements of what you can do in them. The services offered. Most, but not all, also have a big old castle. Let's go into the castle.
Lord Nobunaga's castles are off limits to commoners. Get out!
Oh, maybe it's not a good idea to go to a castle controlled by Oda Nobunaga, so... Nope, oops. I know, I'm sorry, you told me to get out. I got turned around. Oh god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Commoners off limits, got it. That's why sometimes the walking speed is the best one. But yes. From now on, people will reference history accurately, aside from the fact that Nobunaga did not die at Honnō-ji Temple. I'm sure the rebellion at Honnō-ji Temple was a heavy blow to Lord Nobunaga. Or Nobunaga. I hear that the famous Aiga ninja Momochi is not dead. After the chaos at Aiga, he fled somewhere. The exact location is unknown. I hear that Akechi Mitsuhide led a rebellion against Nobunaga. My brain hurts from trying to say Nobunaga and Nobunaga. You should join Nobunaga. It would be safer for you. Sorry, bro. I get your feeling, but it's unfortunately not very true. On the eastern coast, you'll find Mikawa Castle, where I live. Once again, useless little area. Would have thought it'd be super cool to hide some cool stuff around here. Nope. But I do like the scale of the towns. You kind of have to run around and like, I could picture this as a little walled garden kind of thing, right?
Something happened near Kyoto. Travel west of Kinki will be difficult.
Yes, there's a place called Kinki. Alright, so let's introduce all of you to some of the facilities in a town. You should buy medicine for health and elixir for injuries. You'll need them. Thanks, guy. So, red doorway. It's the arms shop, baby. We don't have a ton of money, but you can see weapons have, 3 stats on them. Resist is based... It goes into the calculation of whether or not you get hit by certain status effects, and I believe can also increase your dodge chance by some measure. That's unclear. Defend is just your raw defend, and attack, obviously, it's attack. 362 right now. All right, we're going to be coming back here in a minute. This is what's called the guild. The guild is the only place you can buy certain weird items. You can also sell here. Fire bombs I had high hopes for the speed run, but turns out they're actually really bad per dollar bill. Amulets you can also pick up. Medicines, cheap as hell. Antidotes, get rid of poison. Skip that one for now. Skip that one for now. Yeah, okay. Medic. Medic can heal you if somebody's injured. Spend less money than on the item that you would need to heal them. They also have the more interesting healing items. Elixir is your Phoenix down. Body healer is the stage 2 heal. Medicine is stage 1. It's 10 times more expensive. Energy up is the MP heal. Healing your MP in this game is so fucking expensive in comparison to like anything else. Having a high MP pool is very, very nice going forward. Many people congregate at the inn and the tea house for interesting conversation. Wow, dude, that was a perfect segue. Because what we're going to look at next is the tea house. Welcome, welcome. What can I do for you? If you try to talk, you are the only customer. Dang. I can also have tea. It will cost me a little bit of money, which I guess I'll do so you can see what happens. By the way, this country has a general named Oda Nobunaga. That's it. If you go to tea houses, you can get little insights on Japan as a whole, and also little insights on some elements of the game. The next element of the game that we're going to touch on is the much discussed inn. Now, this is a place where a lot of important things happen. First of all, we're going to save in slot 2. Because maybe the other one is a game that I'm currently playing and, kind of far along in. Lodge, stay, heals, HP, MP, kind of basic like you'd expect. It's 10 gold pieces here, which is pretty cheap. It can be more expensive, but it's generally a pretty good heal. However, meat. Alright, so, in this game, there's a lot of simulation elements. There is a roster of, I believe, somewhere around 50 or 60 individual unique characters that you can get to join you. They have habits as to where they will be if they are not in your party. They'll go from city to city doing work. Occasionally, the tea house will be able to tell you, like, oh, I saw Toriyama down, in Mi Castle, and he was, going to be there till the end of the month. So the people that join you move around constantly as time progresses in the game. This guy is a Ronin. Ronins are very attack and power based. They have no spells whatsoever. They're the warrior class, so they can use some of the cheaper, more intense weapons. They can wear almost every armor, I think. But they have, there's subclasses. So a Ronin is a subclass of warrior, which can use all those different types of equipments. Ronins, I believe, have some of the highest power, but they're very slow, as you can see. Different warrior subtypes have different things. There's a whole lot to it, but, we'll get to it eventually. When you meet somebody at an inn like this, you basically have to schmooze them. If we want them to join us, you have to kind of talk your way into getting them to join us. So what you would usually do is you do something like, hey, what's your name? Let me introduce myself. I'm Toriyama the Ronin. What's your goal? Mind your own business. How about some info? Don't ask me. You know about any jobs? I don't know. What do you think about Oda? None of your business. So you'll notice that there's a 0 next to Toriyama's name. And if we back out of here and say, all right, well, I'll catch you later, Toriyama. And we take 2 steps back and we take 2 steps forward and say, oh my gosh, Toriyama. I remember you from 10 seconds ago, right? We just talked about 10 seconds ago. And Toriyama goes, yeah, you're a ninja, right? You'll see we now have 4 friendship over there. Now we can ask him about his goal. He might not share other information, but usually you can get goal after just meeting somebody on a basis of, hi, I'm Jeff. Nice to meet you. So he just came to Tosa on a whim. How about Oda? Nobunaga will conquer all of Japan someday. Well, Toriyama, unfortunately, we are not going to be friends. You do have the option to attack any of these NPCs. And there's a couple of interesting things about that. Firstly, if you attack an NPC and defeat them, it actually increases their appreciation of you. I believe the first time you attack any NPC, you are guaranteed not to kill them. But you can kill NPCs. If I just attacked Toriyama over and over again and didn't enlist him into the group, it is possible that I would actually kill him at the end of combat. What that would do is have the game then go to a roster of fill-ins and generate a new NPC with its own habits and stuff, and then they would start going and wandering all over Japan and things. And there's some pretty amazing NPCs that you can only get if either you or the game itself kills off those NPCs and has to refill the roster. That's kind of the basics of how this works. If I tried to enlist him, unless you have the highest of compatibility, odds are he would not want to chill with us. So we're also going to just see Ginojo just from me clicking on him once. He's a swordsman, higher speed, lower power than the Ronin, but still can't use any magics whatsoever. We'll just, oops, I hit talk. Well, okay, so what talk does is spends the evening getting to know them, chatting over tea and, increasing your friendship with the person. So now if I ask them, oh, what's your goal? I'm looking for work. Info, Hitachi is said to be neutral. Can't find work until next month. Nobunaga will conquer all of Japan someday. Ah, that's the wrong answer, friendo. Yes, but I was hoping that we might meet a particular friend here, but they are not here currently, which means they have the potential capacity to be at one of the next couple of cities. Now, pardon me for a moment while I pull this up. This game does not have a good world map. And when I say it doesn't have a good world map, I mean it doesn't have a world map until you go and do something specific. Since we're not in a rush to finish the game, I'm going to go down and left and show you a couple of other cities here. These little guide stones. Is it too dark? Damn it. Here's a tiny little town. Like I said, not every town... This is Shirahama. Not every town has a castle. These people are luckily out of the race to see who can control Japan. They're just a chill-ass town. You know, nice little shoreline here. No boats to speak of. Just north of here is Key Castle, which is famous for firearms. There are indeed guns in this game. Hey, watch where you're going. Can't you see I'm walking as fast as I can? There are some developer-y jokes like that. This guy, obviously, you know, he's standing in place and doing his walk animation and not moving. Haha. There's some cute little Easter eggy kind of things like that. Where are you visiting us from, huh? Aiga? You're a hick from the boonies. Fuck you, ma'am. So rude. We don't... The guild pretty much sells the same stuff almost everywhere, but we will check. Kuso. Alright. Kuso is a hermit. Hermits are a subtype of the sage class. They have both... they're the healers, basically. There's better and worse sages for the purposes of healing. Hermits are not great, but we're still early and we need friends. I wonder... Oh no, there's no seer here. Alright. We're gonna talk to Kuso. I'm Kuso the Hermit. I'm off to Mount Osore to learn new magic. Hitomi's ruler is an enemy of Nobunaga. Aha! Kuso happens to think that Nobunaga has strayed far from the path of righteousness. Now this is someone we could maybe get along with. So we're gonna do a little talking. Go ahead and talk, I'll listen. Alright, well, every time you talk to somebody, there is a chance that they will move on. He might be in the tea house, or he might have just completely fucked off out of here. Which would be real annoying for me wanting to get a second and third friend real quick. God damn. Alright, Kuso's gonna play hard to get. Guess we'll, maybe we'll find another better hermit to be on our team. And we'll check out Key. One nice thing about this is that the map of this game is pretty accurate to Japan. Like, the cities that it mentions historically are just about in the right place, and the map is shaped like Japan. Just between us, I hear the Nagoro Ninja helped Nobunaga to destroy Aiga. What? Fucking Nagoro Ninja! Is there... Yeah, there's the firearms guy. What a tune. This whole thing about firearms taking a long time to reload is not actually a thing in the game. It's just, you know, flavor text, I guess. So, here's an arms dealer. If we had a way to hack in money... all the way down this very long menu is a Gurn. That Gurn does a lot of damage and has a high crit rate, but also a very, very high miss rate. Things it also doesn't tell you. Certain items are warrior only and can't be used by ninja. Sometimes if you try to buy them and hand them to someone, the shopkeeper will be like, "Oh, they can't use that. Why are you trying to give it to them?" But anyway, interesting options for weapons here. Early on, I guess you could technically have ground in the first dungeon to get a shit ton of money, but it doesn't really make sense based on how powerful everything is. Who's Hayuko? Oh, you're a sorcerer. That wouldn't be the worst. Back out for a second. Oh, he's only one after talking to me, so he and I might not be very compatible. 6, yeah. You feel like telling me about how you feel about Oda? Yes, I can't help but hate him. All right, you're a potential friend. Ah, Genso. Genso is a Sohei. Sohei are interesting in that they are the healing subclass, but they are more physically powerful than all the other healing classes and most wizards. So, like, they're the most fighty of the healers. So, let's say, like, a paladin, maybe. He's got lay on hands, but he's also, you know, a martial kind of fighter. Cleric, I guess, kind of also is, you know, in that way, but clerics can sometimes be all heals, but you know what I mean. So Genso is not a bad idea. Sohei are also kind of expensive to equip. But we're going to want a healer first, so let's talk with him. Oh, okay. Oh. Alright, so here's a magician. Another subclass of the wizard. I forget, some of them get some spells and not others, and some skills and not others. Ryohei's pretty rad. I don't know if he would want to be friends. I think I remember. Okay, he does hate Nobunaga, which is good. But right now we have a mission. We're gonna try to get Genso on our team. Hey, you wanna come with me? If only I had more trust in you. Well. Also, fun fact, when you hit talk, they go later, I'm busy, or like, no, I don't want to talk now. Well, the secret is you go, do you want to talk? And they go, okay, you asked me twice, so now it's okay. Don't know why. Doesn't waste any time or change anything. You just hit it until they say yes. Alright. Ugh. Genso, please stay. Please stay, buddy. Come on. Come on. I need you to be there in the morning. Oh, God, how much trust do you need? Is he 30 or 40? Alright. I'll talk, you listen. Still here? Good. What is your goal, by the way? Oh, he's spreading his teachings. Alright. So he'll probably just go all the fucking over the place as soon as we leave here. But anyway, get in the goddamn party. Come on. Oh, Adawanto! This is how fucking fortuitous this is. Okay. I guess I know it obviously means nothing to you guys, but Adawanto is an Aiga ninja. The game is kind enough that if you don't figure out how to get companions or you neglect to get them and then you become level 7, Adawanto and Tateoka, the two biggest G's of the Aiga ninja clan, will come and find you. You could just be walking around the world and suddenly Adawanto will roll up and be like, "You motherfucker, I've been looking for you." And they'll jump in the party. if we are lucky, we get both of these chuds in the party before we leave this town. Actually, I honestly, I'm curious. Can you just... Yes. So, see, Odawanto just comes. Gross. We had 2 trust, but he's such a G, and he's so hell-bent on joining me and attempting to defeat Oda Nobunaga that he will just, like... He sees your face, he's like, Jeff, Aiga Ninja, I remember you. Let's roll. So, awesome. That's taken care of. Come on. Get... Nope. 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 Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on, Genso. Oh, you sure? Don't you want to hang out with me and Odawanto? Oh, Maji Koji. So he's another hermit, but again, Sohei's, in my opinion, better than hermit. Great to see you, Ninja. Hey, how about... Oh, is he not compatible with me? I thought you were. Okay. Here's something else I'm going to have to explain in a bit, but everybody... Actually, you know what I can do? This. Okay. There's a lot of explanation up front, I know. But again, the game provides almost 0, and if I didn't tell you what was happening, then you'd be lost for a huge amount of this. This is the simulation element of the game. Each of these provinces in Japan are controlled by different daimyo. The pinkish red is Oda, so in the center you can see he controls the center of Japan. Each color is a different daimyo. A couple have a couple of provinces, and then a number have just one province per. This game tracks time as you do things. As you move around the overworld, days pass. You can see the light kind of fading and coming back and fading and coming back. If you just fuck around and run around the world and just talk to everyone and never actually do your mission to kill Oda Nobunaga, enough years can pass where the game ends and deletes your save. You can take too long. If you don't do the mission within a certain number of years, Oda just wins by virtue of, I guess, he's held power of most of Japan for long enough so everybody else falls in line. The other way to lose this game is if Oda takes over, I want to say a majority of, it may be a plurality of Japan. Oda will attack other provinces, and other provinces will attack other provinces. So it's possible for warlords other than Oda Nobunaga to take territory, and it's possible for Oda to take territory from daimyo. And pretty much if a territory goes to Nobunaga, it is then fucking super difficult to take back. Part of the win condition of the game, without explaining it all way ahead of time, is that we have to push into the center of Japan with the support of a daimyo whose loyalty we earn, and have a daimyo assist us in attacking one of Oda's provinces such that we can get access to the central province where he controls everything from. At that point, you can then kind of enter the end game state. So we don't just do the RPG and get levels and get fun spells and meet people and get swords. We also have to pick a daimyo who is powerful enough. Because again, some of these daimyo have weak, shitty armies and they will get rolled. We have to pick a daimyo that's powerful enough, become friends with them, and then help them take territory to the point where we can make a thrust at the center of Nobunaga's empire. If it sounds complicated, don't worry. It is more complicated than I've even made it sound so far. But until we reach level 20, that is absolutely not of any importance to us. All we're going to try to do is learn ninja skills and not take too fucking long to do it. So when I unpause this, the game is going to go through the month simulation where the daimyo are going to make their decisions for the month and do things. The text scrolls super fast. If you want to, you can clip it and read through all of it to kind of get a sense of what's happening. But you don't really gotta at this point. Like, the map will become more relevant as we get further in the game. Okay, so I think that's everything to explain about the map and the time progression in the game at the moment. So I'll just let this month play out. Again, if you really, really want to see what happened this month, it goes by fast enough in many cases where just clip it, through Twitch. I'll advance the text when it's required, but otherwise it should just motor through it. So anyway, have fun. Welcome to month 1. Oh, nobody's doing anything yet. That's fucking so hilarious. Okay, month 1, nobody did goddamn anything. Usually you have like a little movement here or there, or like there's an attack that's defended, or a daimyo makes a statement about another daimyo being a piece of shit or something like that. But nothing happened. That's great. That's great for us. We don't want any infighting amongst the daimyo that aren't Oda, because they will weaken each other. And again, we eventually have to ride one of those fucking waves into Nobunaga's territory to complete the game. So if the daimyo start beating each other up early, or they fuck up some really important ones that I'll show you later, then the game gets a lot longer and more complicated, involving more war stuff and things like that. I'm just going to try to run this out. Amaji Koji, I don't really want you. I kind of wanted Kuso. Alright, you son of a bitch. Get in here. Watching okay, Genso's still here. So yeah, now that there's 3 people, it says you can't do that. You can part with a companion. You leave them in an area, and then their AI, their travel AI takes over, and I think they stay where you drop them for like a couple days, but then they disappear and go back to wherever they're, they want to be. There's some weird idiosyncrasies with some characters here or there. But it's complicated. Anyway, hooray, now we have 2 friends. And if we hadn't have ground to level 7 before we left the initial dungeon, we would not have been able to get these friendos. I will show you Amaji Koji. He's a hermit. He's level 6. He's got low power, pretty good defend, and pretty good resist considering. He's moderately fast, very intelligent, which is good for spells. And he's got 24 energy, which is good for casting. Oops, too many bees. Oh wait, I should do it this way. So, magic. This bad boy here has heal 1, purge, and guard so far. Type mysticism just means he's like healer type with a couple of offensive spells sprinkled in. That heal will be super useful. That's going to be his bread and butter for most of what we use him for until we dump him possibly for a better person. There's also skills. skills are weird. They're like non-battle skills generally, and there are some of them that are dumb as shit and are not good, and some that are like super essential and massively useful. The legendary ninja Hattori Hanzo exists in this game, and one of his skills is called Fly. And what Fly lets you do is freely go back to any town that you've already visited instantaneously. What Cure 1 does is if you have a health food, which costs more than a medicine, you can use a health food and it will have the effect of a body healer, thus saving you 30 or 40 gold. Yeah, Hanzo is literally a Pokemon, and he or... I don't actually remember the name of the other guy, but there is another guy like Hanzo who has the Fly spell naturally, and they're like essential for the speedrun. And Hanzo is programmed in the game such that he will never ever join you unless you fight him, and he is always 4 or 5 levels ahead of you. So no matter what happens, if you come out of the dungeon at 7 or you come out of the first dungeon at level 20, he will be level 24 or he'll be level 12. He won't join you. You could talk to him forever, but he says our abilities are too different, and you have to kick his ass to get him to join you after leveling up his friendliness. So part of the speed run involves go find nearest mystic, get one with guard and cure, and then pray to fucking God that you can beat Hanzo. We'll go through Odawanto. Odawanto apparently already has done the first 2 ninja dungeons. This motherfucker already has Flame and Repair, which are cool spells. Flame is a good damage-dealing spell. Earth Repair is a heal, but it has a failure chance, so it's not as good as Cure 1. Cure 1 just, by definition, a better heal, but Odawanto can still throw us heals. You'll notice our illustrious hero, Ninjef, no magic. No skills. I don't think Odawanto comes with any skills, right? Yeah. Yeah, we got nothing. The other nice thing about getting friends is that Odawanto comes with much better gear than we have. And Amaji Koji... Oh, goddamn. Amaji Koji also comes with gear. In the speedrun, and just in this game in general, it is not the worst thing to draft someone into the party, strip them naked, and then leave them at the next inn. You know, they don't complain that you took their stuff. I think the next time you find them, they don't have any stuff. So you can't do it over and over again. But it's nice that everybody comes with gear. There's a couple of people, in fact, the one I was hoping to find, as we were, you know, banging around out here, she is a female Aiga Ninja. I like using her because she's super, super fast. You know, she's got actually just about double the MP that I will throughout the game. You know, and generally learns the ninja spells before me. Also, I do know where I'm going if it's confusing. This is a gate. If we go up to the gate, we can't go through. It's because the province above us, in fact, if we could scroll up not that much, or I guess to the left, actually. Can we see the big old castle? Oh, you do have to rest if you... This fucking guy. So on the world map, and in inns generally, you can be attacked by NPCs. Unlike our friend Odawanto and Amaji Koji, who are like, yo, I can't believe it's you, let's be friends. There are people who will just try to attack you always. Oh god, this might be really bad. You're just gonna... Nope, nope, nope. You're gonna defend for now. Help us, Adawanto. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, he missed. That's big. Oh, I still have no magic. I'm looking for a crit. Not gonna get one. Please save us. Oh, no, you keep defending. Adawanto, please save us with your spells. One more. Yes! Fuck you! He tried to use repair and it failed. Also a really good thing. Oh, Tofumaru, if I defeat you in the first battle with friends, it's gonna be fucking hilarious. Get him. Get him. It's gotta be it. Get fucked, Tofumaru. My strength is truly great. I surrender. Eat shit. So Tofumaru is a Fuma ninja. There are two types of ninjas that we do not want to see. Fuma ninja and Nagoro ninja. Both of them are under Oda Nobunaga's control, basically. Technically, you can draft them into your party, but it generally has to happen after defeating them a couple of times. If I ever tried to enlist Tofumaru in an inn, if he didn't just attack me outright before I even got a chance, it would be a son of a bitch to, like, I have to defeat him to try to get him to enlist. But anyway, he's a piece of shit. We want nothing to do with him. Fuck off, Tofumaru. So I want to kind of show just to the left of here and south is Nobunaga's mega big castle. He's off screen, you can't see it. That's where we want to get, but there's a million gates and a million, guards and armies in the way. So we're actually going to have to go away from our eventual goal off the bat. Now again, this is kind of where some of the open worldiness comes in. You might have no idea where to go or what's happening if you didn't know the map already. But the thing is, if you ever go to a daimyo that is not under Oda's control, you can go into the tower. Welcome to another banger of this particular game. It's super Japanese. It sounds like what, the castle at the center of a Japanese Warring States period city would sound like for some reason. You can meet people, you can meet the daimyo, but he doesn't trust me at all. Sometimes there are people who are around. Hey, Kagero! So here's my second favorite Aiga Ninja female. Kagero is pretty good. You can see their speed and intelligence are super high for ninja. She's already got 28 energy at level 5, which is more than our Sohei at level 6, or our hermit at level 6. The speed is good for lots of movements. In the speed run, she was probably somebody I might actually pick up. But the only problem with the female Aiga Ninja is their power falls off real quick. You can only prop it up with good weapons for a little while, and then it kind of like... They just become less and less useful in normal combat unless you're using a particular item with them, which I'll, show you eventually. This is arguably the most important part of a tower. It's the map. So now you can see where I am. I am in Mikawa, the ruler of which is Tokugawa Ieyasu, generally a G. Mikawa and Tokugawa, it's a strong province, a strong leader. Oda will attempt to attack him, but ultimately should fail for quite a long time. As I scroll through these, you can see, so this is Takeda Katsuyori. Both Totomi and Kai are part of his province. We're here in Mikawa. We came from Ise. and Setsu is kind of the area where our home village was. We stopped briefly over here in Ki. This dude is unfortunately a fucking prime target. I don't know if I've ever played a game where Suzuki Sadayu does not get rolled by Oda Nobunaga. It will happen at some point. It's just a question of when. But we don't need him. That's not an important province to us. The real important provinces, in our opinion, are Mikawa, Totomi, and Kai. As a secondary, Echigo up here is also moderately important, and Uesugi Kagesatsu, or Kagekatsu rather, has a penchant for attacking his friends up here, so he might actually end up munching on one or two of these provinces around this area. The stuff on the left of the map I'm not even going to get into yet, because it's much later in the game, and we don't have to worry about it quite yet. But anyway, that's the most important part of the tower is the map. We are not even close to high enough level to get a job, so we're gonna piece it. Let's see. Hello, Hanzo. I knew you were gonna fucking be here just to taunt us. So this is the inimitable Hattori Hanzo. He's level 11 and a pretty big baller. As a fun thought experiment, we may tonight, I'm actually gonna take a 5-minute break in a couple minutes, and come back to this for another hour and a half or so. We're probably going to go till about 12:30 my time. So about another hour and a half probably. This is the dude with fly. Hanzo has amazing stats. He has all the ninja magics. He has fly as a base ability. You can even see how he's like, "How have you been, Ninja? We're such good friends because I'm part of your clan." And you go, "Oh, well, we can't because he's got 3 people." But you could talk his fucking ear off until you're 99 friends. But he will still say, "I'm sorry, our abilities are too different." So what we'll try to do when we come back from the break is, just for funsies, see if we can... Do we drop Amaji or do we drop... No, we have to have Adawanto. Yeah. The only chance we have to beat him is to have Adawanto, get a couple misses from him, and maybe a crit on our side. Because again, he's level 11 and we're 7 and 6. So there are distinct odds that we're going to get our butts ripped. But it's at least worth trying once. He doesn't disappear just because we see him this time and we don't take him now. He wanders around Japan and he's nigh unkillable. He may actually be impossible. He might not be able to die as an NPC as he moves around, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, of course. I was hoping... Okay, so... Some of you might recall from the intro cutscene, there was a granddaughter named Rei, the female Aiga ninja that we trained with as a youth. She exists as an NPC that we can get and bring into our party. She's the best female Aiga ninja there is. She's, I would say, in the top tier of potential companions, and she comes pretty well equipped. So if we can find Rei, we might dump Amaji Koji. We'll probably keep Adawanto for now. 3 ninjas is not a bad party. Having a healer is pretty good for the late game, but there's plenty of ways to get around it. Ninjas still have restore magic. Anyway. Big sigh for Hanzo being here, you piece of shit. But what we're going to do now, I'm going to take a quick 5 to 8-minute break. I gotta go take my little puppy outside. who actually killed a vole in the backyard. She's 14, and she's still a brave hunter. Earning her keep, baby. We've had problems with them, like, tearing up my yard, you know, building tunnels underneath and stuff, and she just pulled one out of one of its holes and ended its life quickly and I guess humanely is the way to put it. So she deserves extra attention today. I ought to send the pictures to the Discord maybe. I don't know. It involves a dead animal, but it's a natural thing. Anyway, weird segue, but I'm going to take a 5 to 10 minute at tops break. I'll be back. We'll do a little more stuff. Try fighting Hanzo. If not that, buy a couple things, and we'll move on to the first challenge dungeon to get our first ninja spell, and that will probably take us to the end of the evening. So thank you all for being with us so far. The rest should be interesting as well. I'll be back in 10. See you soon. All right, friends, we are back. Got some stuff to manage ahead of this fight. The first thing is that we are going to go to Amaji Koji. We're going to take all his shit off. That's ours. Oops. Goddamn. Oh, hot damn! Pacifisto throwing down 3 gift subs. That's fucking awesome. Thank you very much. Enjoyed those subs, Lindsay, Carnium, and Prince Dusk. Next thing we're going to do. We're going to give all of Amaji Koji's shit to Adawanto. This inventory management is real slow and not good, but it's not surprising. This was originally for the MSX. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to say, hey. Oh, actually, before I do any of this, we're just going to do a quick little save in slot 1. Majikoji, it's been a super fun 3 days. But, you know, sometimes these things must come to an end. Now, I believe, unfortunately, we're going to have to talk to Hanzo and get his trust up. God, I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's 70. So I'm going to use a couple more save states in case he runs away, because that's number 3. I don't know what makes him run away. Well, there he goes. I don't believe so. That was a demo. In the defeat screen, all you get is view, enlist, or part, and part meaning thanks for fighting us, goodbye, kind of thing. So we're going to have to basically get him to... No, is he always going to leave? What if I'm going to ask you what your name is again? Will that change the RNG? Are you still here? Guess he's leaving that day. All right. Well, this might not be possible, but we're going to try the attack part anyway. I would destroy you in seconds. Oh, he actually won't fight me until I'm even higher level than that? What if I threaten to attack you? Nah, okay. All right. So so far as I believe, and again, a lot of this is not confirmed and stuff, you have to have him at least 70 friendship. And then once you have him at 70 friendship, oh, wrong one. There we go. Once you have him at 70 friendship, then I believe if you declare, I will attack you, he says something like, okay, we'll test your skills, and then if you beat him, then he might actually join you. But it would seem that we're unlucky. I am going to talk to him just to build up his trust for the next time we see him. I see you said in before he leaves at 95, Dave. Haha. Helmet, sage robe, wood sword, no projectile, no charm, and you're all equipped, right? Steel, ninja, ninjato, none. I mean, he literally can teleport. That was a demo. That's the most frustrating part. I do insist. I insist you talk to me, Hanzo, and I insist you don't leave. You can see how I spent a lot of time as a kid trying to get Hanzo early. The fuck? He's actually hanging around now? God damn it. Why are you still here now, Hanzo? Hold on. Slot 5. I spent a lot of time there he goes. Alright, so we still didn't get him to 70 anyway. That makes sense. The game tries its absolute best to keep you from getting Hanzo, because he's very strong, and it would be a son of a, you know, it would be so good to have Fly so early in the game. You know, just to be annoying, it says no thanks. No, not for you. Is there anything I want to pick up before we move on? No, I think I'll get what I'll need. However, we will get a couple of medicines. Here you go, Adawanto. There is no shared inventory in this game. If Adawanto does not have any medicines in his pocket, he cannot use medicines in battle. That is an important thing to note. We're going to take an elixir or two. I'll take one. You can have this. And I'll get myself one more medicine. We have Purge, so we don't need antidotes ever. And we should be able to get other stuff that we need along the way. We'll save our money. I sell some of the best weapons around. You don't have any guns. Alright, my next question is, did this town have the other thing? Yeah. Wait, is this high class or not? Yeah, okay. Again, secret area. Nothing in it. Have you been ambushed by mountain bandits? Yes. How terrible. You weren't hurt, were you? Well. Alright. So before we actually continue on, I have to show you all this. We'll do another quick save here. Welcome to the other reason why this game, like, absolutely gripped me as a child. It's because there's gambling, baby. The bingo jam is actually pretty good, but I just remember it as a horrible hellscape of missed opportunities and taunts. We're gonna do a little bit of gambling. I think we want 6 chips? Or maybe it's 10. I don't know. Oops. Stop joking, you fool, if I say I want to buy 0 chips. We'll buy 10 chips for now. This is bingo. The way it works is you choose an amount of chips to bet. There are all kinds of items you can get from the bingo establishments. The lower tier ones have lower tier items. The higher tier ones have higher tier items. But you can't go into the higher tiered bingo thing, I think, until you have, like, at least a couple thousand gold in your pocket. Like, it, you know, the guy somehow is able to detect... Sorry, there's condensation all over my desk from my soda. Somehow the guy can detect how much money you have in your pocket, and he says, "Get out of here, you poor son of a bitch." But this is the gambling place for everyone. Okay, it is 5 per. We're gonna do this twice. I don't know, you might be right, Dave. I just know that you have to have a lot of money to get into the high-class bingo things, and I'm not sure that we ever did. So here's how bingo works. There are numbers, and there are symbols on this little spinning thing. The numbers correspond to the numbers. The symbols correspond to certain patterns. Bingo cheats. In many cases, if you want to try to get a specific number, you can. But if you use that same timing to try to get one of the special things, like, see this 3 coming up. Where is it? There. After the 16 is pick 3 numbers, which is very powerful. It will cheat. It will push you away from it, because you see it's after 16 and I want to stop at about 12. So we'll try this. It slowed it down quickly, so I hit 16 and didn't hit the 3. Now if I try this again, and I stop at about 17 this time, or 13 at this time, or on the 4, also 16, how crazy. Now we're gonna go even past the set of 4 on 13. Oh wow, we ended up going to 18, no way. People have theorized in regards to the speedrun that, you know, maybe there's a way to manipulate bingo, or like if your character has enough... God damn it, I was trying to get the plus. If your character has enough luck, then they should be able to get the, like, you know, the free... Damn it. You know, get free money every time. I've played this with Frame Advance recently to test a couple of those theories. The game cheats against you. I was trying to hit the skull, actually, and it didn't let me. You can see how this... Hey, I actually got 1. Let's see. I want 13 and 8. Stop at about 4 and stop at about 9. Alright, we got 8. So yeah, somewhere around 9. Fuck. Too early. Oh wait, I got more to try. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, skull 9, right. I'm gonna hit on the backside of 9 after skull. Yeah! Alright, so we won 10 chips. We're not gonna play again. You can take those chips, and then you can barter for things. The cheapest thing is 50 chips, 100 chips, 500, 1,500. Like, the luck you have to win these things is fucking nuts. However, there is the capacity that sometimes the game will literally cheat you into a victory. Like, I've had it give me... I've, like, tried to stop it on a particular number, and it goes all the way to the Super Plus. And, like, you know, just gives it to you for free. So I have no idea how bingo works. If anybody is feeling super enterprising before we go to the speedrun portion of this this playthrough and can figure out how to game bingo or figure out a magical combination of luck and... What are you doing outside the city? Oh, okay. I already did. If anybody can figure out how to game bingo, that's a potential huge time save, because otherwise a lot is done to attempt to get money to buy a couple of very important items for the speedrun. Do you have to learn how to use an SNES disassembler? Not necessarily. There is a trainer tool out there for this game where somebody has mapped at least the mechanical elements of the game, like where does it store your equipment, where does it store your statistics, where does it store your this and that kind of thing. So out there exists such a thing to screw around with numbers and you know, give yourself 9999 attack or something like that. Anyway, this was a small adult beverage that I poured in case we somehow magically got Hanzo. Obviously a dumb move on my part, but we're gonna hit it anyway, just in honor of Hanzo, our unattainable sweet boy that we will get before the end of this game. Alright, onwards. Okay, let's see. So we're at right? Mikawa, rather. No, I didn't want to go in. Going into a town wastes a day. Which, again, we're not trying to speedrun it or aim for any particular finish date, so... And then there should be... Is this Totomi? Yeah. We're just going to do a quick check-in here to see who's at the inn and if Hanzo moved here. Nope. Uedanjo is samurai. Even slower than the other ones, but still pretty powerful. Most of these item shops and things don't have any different stuff. Aha! The only thing that we haven't seen yet that I want to show people in towns. This is the fortune teller. What the fortune teller will do is tell you about your compatibility with any person that you have been near, even if you didn't know that you were near them. So Adawanto is obviously in our party. You know, Toriyama we saw early on. Tateoka, Adawanto's brother in crime, is out there looking for us. I don't think he won't try to join us if we have a full party already, but Tofumaru, our piece of shit friend, you know, we'll ask, what's the compatibility? Oh, we get along fairly well. Oh, if only he wasn't a fucking Fuma ninja dog. Hanzo, his home, he lives in Mikawa, so he's around that area pretty often. Compatibility, really hit it off. What's his goal? He's training at Sagami. Oh, actually, I guess that's where he is right now. Anyway, we're not going to waste more time trying to get him. It's just, you know, this is one of the ways that you can find out if somebody will even want to join you if you push their friendship all the way up, because some people you can become great friends with and then they just say, you know, man, I just don't like you really that much. Sorry, and that's it. Too dark to read. Goddamn, too dark to read. What's north? Nothing important, I don't think. All right. That little symbol right there, for the longest time, I thought it was a house with, like, blue walls. I'm pretty sure it's 2 lakes and then, like, 2 little huts and stuff. but I never saw it blown up to 4x as a kid and not in a CRT filter. Welcome to the next banger, the mystical sounds of the training ground.
Ninja, I'm glad you made it. Ninja training is difficult. Are you sure you want to go through with it?
If I say no...
I know it was a tough decision. If you change your mind, please come back.
Well, we have no choice but to go through with training.
Your training will take place in ancient dungeons scattered throughout the land. While confronting danger in the dungeons, you will learn discipline and many secret ninja fighting techniques. When your training at one dungeon ends, you will be told where to go for your next challenge. You will continue until you are ready for your final contest, revenge against Nobunaga.
The goal of the game.
The dungeon here is home to hordes of fearsome creatures who breathe fire. However, if your mission here is successful...
Oops, I clicked on the top.
If your mission here is successful, you too will master the ancient ninja art of manipulating fire. Your goal is to seize the fire gem located deep in the dungeon and bring it back to me. Go to it.
And that's it. Not a lot of help from old master guy. Basically, he just says, good luck, get the fire gem. Oh, Shirakawa. Another hermit. The things that we will do, we're going to take a lodge here for the night to get some of Adawanto's magic back. Oh, who's Yugasumi? Oh, you're the other female... Oh, you're a Koga Ninja. Okay, so Koga are ninja that are not diametrically opposed to the Aiga, but they can be paid by Nobunaga to attack. So, you know, it would take more effort to get her in the party, but again, female Koga ninjas also don't have great stats for late game. It super falls off. There's also a healer and a tea place in here. You know, nothing particularly interesting. People in the areas usually are pretty funny, like this guy. Good luck on the dungeon, you'll need it. Hold on. I meant to have something opened up. Which is the one I want? This one? Yeah, it is. I gotta move my window back. If you get injured... sure, I already talked to her. So yeah, not too much to see in these little, you know, shrine area kind of stuff. Usually the guards out front are hilarious. If your training here is successful, you'll learn to manipulate fire. This dungeon is 4 levels deep. I think the fire gem is down at the bottom. For some reason, most of the guards outside of these places are cowards. I don't know why, but they just like... I opened the wrong one. They just are complete cowards. They're like, you know, good luck. I've never been more than like 10 feet into this dungeon, so... Oh, damn, I thought I had a thing set up with the layout of this dungeon. Whatever. I'll try to remember it as we go. All right, everyone, welcome to the fire dungeon. That right there is a teleporter. Some of them only work in one direction. As you can see, I just came back to exactly where I started. This is the comeback at the end of the dungeon. We don't need it now. We can use it later, basically. I wonder if any of you missed this song, because get ready. Blue flames are moderately dangerous enemies, but not the worst thing we can see in here by any stretch of the imagination. Thankfully, ninja classes are pretty fast, so we should have the opportunity... Oh, come on, Amaji Koji. You're making a case to get dumped the next time we see a good wizard. Or a Sohei. There you go. You hit him this time. Hey, free medicine. Yeah. Blue flames are somewhat dangerous, but we don't mind seeing them in packs of 2 or 3, especially early on. All right, same deal. Oh yeah, Maji Koji has no range stuff, and oh, you didn't bring. What? Do you not have a 3-point star, you nerd? That's annoying. So as you saw there, you can move forward and attack with your sidearm at the same time. It's a reduced power attack, but you know, if you want to move, oh my god, can we get a couple less misses? If you can help it, rather, it's better to move and attack than to, you know, just move and not attack. So, but you generally, it's not the worst idea to let stuff come to you. There we go. Right, I believe we want to go, yeah. Right, I'm actually going to look this up coincidentally with doing what we're doing right now. These giant serpents are generally no big deal. Usually he's supposed to come with a ranged weapon, which is kind of annoying, but... We are in Mount Fuji. Let me make sure I went the right way. Yep, I did. Cool. I actually remembered it. Okay. 3 blue flames is alright. I'll help Odawanto with his. So far, the game has been pretty gentle about the enemies that it's showing us in the first bit, which is much appreciated because we could all use a level or so. Wow! Fucking missing us all over the place. You can finish yours off. Beautiful. Ouch. 4 damage is more than I like. Early game, MP is low enough and enemies' HP is low enough that you kind of don't really want to use magic unless you super need it. Ooh, bad level ups. Power by 4 is good, but the rest was kind of a crappy level. You don't want to. You want to try not to use magic unless you really need it. This game has a slightly survival elements that, like, you know, the dungeons are long and, you know, kind of complicated and stuff like that. So, generally, you want to, you know, try to save your MP as much as you can. We'll do a little management here. I believe Amaji Koji can equip a sword. Oh no, he can only use the wood sword. Oof. I'll do this. Give... Machi Koji, give the sword back to me. Again, if there's one great difficulty in this game, it's the menuing. You have to go through every equip to finish the equip. You can't just, equip one thing at a time. You kind of have to go through all of the stuff one by one. Alright, we're back upstairs now. Oh yeah, by the way, that was a treasure chest on the floor. Fire rat. Those are the two forms that treasures can take. They either look like those box things and they're in between torches, or they look like, a basic treasure chest on the ground. No, don't breathe fire, you piece of shit. The thing that we want the least in this whole dungeon is for stuff to breathe fire at us. A couple more levels, and the physical damage that 8 out of 10 enemies do to us, oh god, is low enough that we don't have to be super concerned about it. What we don't want to happen is for this fire rat at the very back of this formation to breathe fire on us over and over again. Thankfully, it just moved that time. But if the dangerous fights in this dungeon are mostly when you've got 2 or more. Nice. See, critical for 19. Awesome. The most dangerous fights in this game are with, enemies, multiple enemies that can breathe fire. And whereas their attacks might hit between 3 and 10, breathing fire usually hits between, 8 to 16 or sometimes 20, depending upon how strong the enemy is. Oh, God. Thankfully, there is cursor memory per character. So if I'm defending with Odawanto and Amaji, the next time it becomes their turn, they will continue to be on defend, which in some way is confusing and in some ways is good. You just kind of have to remember. Okay, we're in fire area. We want to go down this way. And I think, yeah. Elixir is inside. All the way down here. Do we want to go low or high first? We want to go low. These dungeons are kind of maze-like, kind of on purpose. It gets worse as the game goes along. There are some truly ridiculous dungeons in terms of, like, how many twists and turns and how complicated everything is. Fuck the wind dungeon, man. There's also a number of difficulty spikes in the game with no real way to level in between areas. And once you complete a dungeon and leave it, oh no, I think it's to the right. And then still to the right. Once you complete a dungeon and get the skill and go back to it, the encounter rate goes down to, like, negative numbers almost. Like, you just never see enemies again as soon as you have finished, your battle. So you better be damn sure that you have done what you want to do before you leave. Alright, let's see. I want to get that. That's an important treasure, so let's go this way first. I am looking at a map in my off window. There's a lovely assembly of maps on vgmaps.com of all of the dungeons of this game. It's ripped, you know, directly from the game files. Hey, free medicine. The difference between me looking at this and not looking at this is basically just saving us a lot of time. Oh, okay. So that's a fire croc. Oh, fire crocs sure love to breathe fire was what I was about to say. And that's what happens. You take a bunch of damage. They're also pretty strong. Imaji Koji has pretty good defense and pretty good equipment on right now for the level, so he won't take too much damage. But he, again, is also going to do 1 to maybe 4 damage or something. Again, what we don't want to see is this fucker breathe fire at us. And so far he's been kind. He did it once on the preemptive attack, which is... Oh, come on, don't flee! Piece of junk. They can occasionally drop pretty worthwhile items. Nice, 4 power, good. Remember, every level up is a full heal. Around this lava pool. We really gotta get Auto Onto and Imaji some ranged weapons. All right. Down here, all the way, yeah. An amulet. And a medicine. We'll be equipping that amulet because it adds 2 defense and 2 resist, which is, you know, small, but for this moment, 2 defense is like a level or 2 worth of defense. Aha, now it's our turn to attack first. Once again, imagine doing this with only 1 party member. It's obviously doable, but it really sucks, and it generally involves going into the dungeon, fighting for a while, getting a couple of levels, coming out, healing, buying new healing stuff, going back in, doing a bit more fighting, and then eventually kind of like over-leveling for the dungeon. And if you do that, a lot of the NPC characters that you pick up don't keep pace with you. So you end up way above their level, and, you know, it's just not ideal. I want to go down. And then this way, I think. Honestly, the enemies so far have been so kind to us. Like, early on, we didn't have a bunch of centipedes descend upon us when we were level 1. So far, we've only had 1 fire thing per battle. You can get 3 fire rats, and if they all decide to... is it left? Yeah, and then I think I want to go here first. Nope, this was the trick. Oh, balls. Nope, I definitely went the wrong way. Okay, back through the maze. Up here. This will be a nice EXP gaining battle. Yeah. We've only seen one fire rat, which I think I'm gonna call a baked ratato now, or maybe a roasted ratato. Because they're literally just the ratato sprite, but with like red and blue instead or something. I don't know. They are almost even less intelligible than the normal rats, so... There we go. There we go. It was time for Odawanto to get a level. Oh, and he got fog. I will say Otawanto, because that's what I've said for 1,000 years of my life. His name, as you can clearly see, is Otawano. I'm not gonna be able to say it. Let's try fleeing. Nope, couldn't get away. There we go. If it's just one chud, it's honestly not worth the time at this point. Oh, alright, there's a fire Tato. Ow, stop breathing fire. I don't like it. No! I might have to use a medicine at some point. Oh, I will point out also, you see how I can only move to one place? There are 2 spots on my side and 2 spots on their side that I cannot go to. Like, if you advance all the way across here, you can only have one character kind of doing, you know, front line damage like that. Okay. Heal magic 2. Oh, these guys are getting, like... It's funny. Everybody else that you pick up gets all their cool-ass... left? Yeah. Gets all their cool-ass spells long before you do. Like, we're in the dungeon where I'm about to get my first spell. And these bros just, you know, stepped up to heal 2 and fog. Please don't breathe fire on me. Ha, my turn first. Get fucked. We're going around, so then we're going in here. Yes. Now this treasure. A ninjato. Now that's the shit. The reason it's the shit is because not only does it almost double my attack power, it also gives you a little chunk of defend. This is one of the better swords in the game for ninja early on by like a good deal. Yes, Ninja Tomato. The sword is red. As it is dyed with tomatoes. You'll notice that Odawanto comes with one. In certain strategies. Oh, God. Down here, you can have really bad enemy mixes. I've seen 3 fire crocs before down here, and it's terrible. This bottom level with all the lava is where the worst enemy tables are. Don't breathe fire at my friends, please. Get fucked. Oh, yeah. Now I went from, like, doing 12, was it 14 damage or something on a fire croc at a near attack to 23. Stepping that shit up. Oh, single fire rat. Haha. He's off balance. Get him. I also don't know what inspires preemptive attacks or surprise attacks. No idea. I'm pretty sure it doesn't depend on speed at all. It's not like a spell you can cast or an item that gets you better attack rates than either thing. Alright, so we finished over here. I think we gotta go up, around, and down to the bottom. Bonk. It's a mystery as to why Amajiko... Oh, wait, no, I did give him the mace, I guess. I was gonna say, it's a mystery as to why his wooden sword hasn't evaporated upon attacking a fire rat, but... Now we upgraded. So it may be obvious at this point how actually getting a party together, even if they're low level and even if they're not the ideal companions, makes this dungeon just a million times faster and like a million times smoother. You know, I think the time you'd spend trying to draft somebody or hoping that Odawanto shows up and just decides to join you, you know, you save it back double versus just trying to come in here and grind yourself to a high enough level to beat the stuff. Because each level, as you progressively get it, the cost for the next one is, you know, more and more and more and more. So it really slows down at a certain point, you know. In the dungeon, you know, you just stop getting levels quickly or at all. Unless you grind for 45 minutes or something like that, but... the one thing that these serpents haven't done so far, which I believe they have a very small percentage to do while they're in here... Am I going the right way? Maybe. Yeah, I am. Is spit poison. And spit and poison can either be nothing and no big deal, or it can be a big shitty deal. Every time they spit poison, they attack everyone in your party with it. So you can have all 3 people poisoned, or you can just have it miss everyone, basically. We have Purge as a spell, so we don't have to worry too much about it, but it can be a son of a bitch. And in later dungeons, later incarnations of the giant serpents... Oh, power by 6. Fuck yeah. We have a very powerful ninja right now. Which is, you know, makes sense. Okay, now down. And then we gotta go down and then not up to the trick door. Go all the way around. Boo bots. Got him. Thanks, Dave. Want to become famous? Well, do I? I'm pretty sure we're well on our way to becoming famous, because when I opened up Twitch earlier to check on the stream while I was taking Lucy outside to make sure everything was good, you know, of course I was listed at the top, currently streaming, you know, channels you follow, but then if under that were Some nobodies called Amaranth and XQC and Pay Money Wubby, and none of them were playing video games. The 3 most popular streams on Twitch at the onset of this particular stream, none of them were video games. So it's only a matter of time before people figure that out. The Amaranth stream had titties. It was a bikini stream. The XQC stream was literal gambling, which I thought was no longer legal on Twitch, but I guess I'm not correct there. And the Pay Money Wubby was watching other people's YouTube videos and laughing about them. Oh yeah. I got no problem with Pay Money Wubby, actually, specifically. And honestly, I really don't have a problem with people who play Titio games. Thank you, C-Dude. You know, do what you want to do, get that bag. But it's just kind of funny. No, Firecroc. We spent all that time murdering you and you ran away. Yeah, that's the trick. And I want to go down and around. Damn it. Let's see if that's still the case. Yep, Amaranth is still not playing video games. XQC is still playing slots, basically gambling with free money. One Fortnite stream by Cypher PK. A Just Chatting stream by whoever Maximilian Dude is. And Moist Critical moved on to playing Weed Shop 3. Which is technically a video game, so there you go. I think I got everything in here, yep. Yes. Well, if anybody... Actually, I should check something. 217... 174... Oh, 2. Okay, let's fight 1 battle for 2 experience for Amaji Koji. Even if we are going to dump him at the next inn we find. Maximilian's a fighting game guy? Okay. I think he's doing just chatting at the moment, but... Yeah, I got all kinds of opinions about content on Twitch, but I'm just some dumbass nobody, so they do not matter. Yes! Free talisman! That is a good get. That was what I was hoping to get from one of these crocs the whole time. I'm pretty sure a talisman costs like maybe 300, 400 gold. And we got one for free. Which is the good shit. No headgear, ninja garb, ninjato, 3-point star. Oh wait, who got the... Yeah. So this is 4 defense and 2 resist, which is pretty rad. We'll put it on Adawanto for now, but eventually that's going on me. Anyway, that'll do. Get ready for that hype-ass victory sound. Everyone ready? It's short, don't miss it. My bags are full, god damn it. What an incredible disappointment. Oh, yes. I actually don't think I ever showed anybody this, Sea Dude, so thank you for reminding me. If you go to Info, you look at that, and you go to Items, each person has a carrying capacity of 16. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I forget if that expands based on what you're equipped, what you have equipped, but I'm also pretty sure it doesn't. So if you have a fully equipped person with, a piece on every slot for their equipment, it takes up their inventory, and if you don't got the bag space, you don't pick that shit up. Anyway, now with bag space freed, prepare yourself for the victory noise. Clearly made by somebody who didn't make any of the rest of the score or sound effects. As I said, this game is kind, at least, in that in just about every dungeon except for 1 or 2 intentionally, you get a comeback. So we're going up this long set of stairs, and look, it's our good friend Teleportron. And where does it bring us? Back to the entrance, baby. One of the few kindnesses extended to you in the game are those escape things. Again, some of them actually will make you run all the way back through the dungeon intentionally. This one, thankfully, does not do that. Don't know why the game hitches like this for about 5 to 10 seconds after you come out of a dungeon. Sometimes you meet people on the way out of the dungeon, I guess. Thanks, Shirawaka. I hope you have a good day. Good job, kid. Congratulations, you did great. Thanks, useless guards. You were successful, huh? Congratulations. Oh, you say the same thing. So yes, we have the fire gem. What does the fire gem do? You can't use that now. It does nothing. No tea, please. Basically what it does is you give it to the old man.
Congratulations, you did it!
And for some reason, he could have just magically given us this ability before we went in the dungeon, but no. We return the fire gem, we get the flame technique.
However, you still have much to learn before you can hope to defeat Nobunaga. Your training here is over. Now travel northeast to the dungeon at Mount Tsukuba.
So homie says go to Tsukuba, and that's about it. We're going to very quickly do this. Yes, please. Do a little save. See if there's anyone to meet. Oh, it's Joe Kosei. Are you a wizard? No, magician. Alright, and that is pretty much the core conceit of the first half of the game. The first half of the game is wander around Japan, find allies, go from training ground to training ground, getting new ninja spells. You'll see, after we did all of that effort, we now are able to do the flame ability. Odawanto, for some reason... Oops. Nope. Odawanto, for some reason, is 3 spells ahead of us. We just learned basic-ass flame, and he already has torch. Which is flame 2, basically. Don't know why he gets to learn them for free? Dunno, I'm a level ahead of him, technically, but, I don't know. Just how it goes, apparently. Anyway, yes. That's the first half of the game. I did an incredible amount of explaining tonight. Let's see where I want to go to the next town before we close it out. I'll go east and down, I guess. No, I'll go north. Yeah, I'll go north. So at this point in the game, I could technically run all over the place. I could go to any of the I was gonna say uninfected. Any of the places that Nobunaga doesn't control. I could level to level 20 and start screwing around on the world map with missions and doing daimyo fights. It would be a bad idea because you really need some of the spells you get from future dungeons. And at a certain point, the gates, the gates that I pass through won't unlock unless I've achieved a certain level of ninja mastery. Or, alternately, they will unlock if I have a daimyo go through that area and beat up Nobunaga and take the province. At which point I can get through. So it's like weirdly non-linear, where at this point, you know, it's like, you know, good luck on your journeys around Japan. Hope you have fun. You know, you pick up new people, you get cool items. There's a couple of side dungeons you can do that give you no indication on what order you should do them or how strong the things in them will be, so they oftentimes will just absolutely murderate you, and you're like, alright, got it, coming back later. There's actually one nearby we could go to right now, but we would get absolutely titty-fucked if we decided to try to take it on. We need at least, you know, 1 or 2 more dungeons before we can really do any of the side quest stuff. But we will, because this is the fun playthrough, and you get cool items anyway. But yeah, that's Inindo. I don't think I've ever talked quite this much, quite this continually, especially through the very opening of an RPG. But like I said, there's story up front, there's a little bit of tutorialization and a little bit of the nature of the game up front. And then after that, the game is just like, all right, bro, you know what to do. Go, you know, go do ninja shit. And that's it. So yeah, there was a lot to talk about, a lot to inform people about. Next stream, we'll try to power through a couple more of the dungeons because they get a little more complicated. The monsters in there are a little more tough. We're probably going to try to find a way to dump Amaji Koji and pick up Rei or Hanzo, or maybe just a better healer for the rest of the game. Yeah. That's the first little chunk of Inindo Way of the Ninja. We're going to be at this, the actual, like, you know, casual playthrough of the game. I'm going to estimate 3 more weeks, 4 more weeks of Wednesdays, you know, 4 streams after this one of, you know, considerable length. I'm going to try to do all the things to show it off, but, you know, we're not going to choose the daimyo in the top right of Japan and have him fight his way all the way down to Nobunaga just for funsies. You know, we're going to try to get this done moderately efficiently so that then we can move on to stage 2 of these streams, which is going after that speedrun record. Anything else? Nope, I think that's about it for tonight. I saw a couple of new people in the chat, or at least new to me, so thank you all very much for coming by this time. Please throw us a follow on Twitch, and check out our Discord. It's a fun place, a lot of updates about what we do there. We're on YouTube, we got merch, we got all kinds of shit. So check us out. At the very least, you know, check us out on YouTube, because that's where this video will go eventually. And where most of the stuff we do that's, you know, pre-recorded ends up. In terms of the rest of the week for streaming, I believe Rick is on track to do a stream tomorrow night, and there will be another... there will be the continuation of Multiplayer Sundays on this coming Sunday, the 5th, I will be getting back to Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition, trying to bash our way through that game. And then Dave's got you back on Monday for the continuation of Elden Ring. May it never end. All hail John F. Benadryl. And then Rick's back for Tuesday, and on the 8th, I'm back here for the next installment of Inindo Way of the Ninja. That's about it, unless I'm forgetting anything. I don't think so. Thank you everybody very much for coming. Hope to see you next time. The game will go a bit faster, and I'll do a little bit less talking. We'll have a little bit more gameplay as we go along in the next couple weeks, so stay tuned. It should be fun. That's it for me, everyone. Be kind, be safe, be well. I'll catch you all in the Discord. Thanks again for coming. Peace out, everybody.